There it is. It's goat time. Now do we have an echo? Do we have an echo? Do we have an audio? I think we're good. I think we're good. Still, every time I open this, it's a mystery. Okay, everything should be sounding right. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome. Thank you, Defiant Prawn. I even listened on a different device and I didn't hear the echo, but there was one. It was there.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Kobe Montana, welcome in. Brad P26 coming in with the only a game, which is what we need early on. Always need that right away. Right away. Yeah, here we are. Here we are back on the Amazon for the Sunday cruise in a new aircraft, one of two that came out the same day. This one with much fanfare. The other one, the C76+++, no fanfare. Simply came out. Simply came out. There it was. Boom. Ooh, look at this. I'm just still checking this out. I've started it once. So no echo, no echo, no echo, echo. Thank you. S76. Why did I say C? Obviously an S76 from Cowan Simulation. Came out very quietly. However, Miltech gave this helicopter to everyone, every creator, except of course, myself. Still small. So if anyone thinks I'm a big creator, nope. Still small. Of course, I guess I go to vast. But every creator in the universe, especially those with 10,000 or more subscribers or followers, got this helicopter and just hyped the out of it, right? This is one of the most hyped helis I've ever seen on Flight Simulator 2024. And hello, Red Heron, what's up? Welcome in. What's Red Heron doing over there? Let's see if this is working. Nope, not working. Not even on. No worries. So this is going to take about 2 minutes to start. Just about 2 minutes. We'll be started up and ready to cruise down the Amazon in an... Okay, let me get this right. See if I can get this right. I'm going to the manual for this. We are in an MH-60 Tango. MH-60 Tango. Made, I believe, specifically for the Coast Guard. I'm cheating and looking at the manual. It does have a manual. It's there. I assume I'm live streaming in two places. I haven't even checked. My stream chat is there, and my YouTube chat is there. So hello. Okay, now here's the beauty. Nice, nice. That's heli number 2. The Sierra 76++. I knew I should have loaded. I knew I should have bought that. I didn't think you'd be flying it already. I did a little poll that many of you, I think it was my most popular poll to date on the Discordia. And let me just see where that's at. This is how I judged what I should fly today, kind of. And what I should, obviously Tuesday I will be flying a helicopter, and I bet I fly a S76C++. Oh, that's where I got the C. S76C++. We had 22 votes. There are 27 hours left to vote. All the vote is which helicopter are you getting? Are you getting the Miltech or the Cowan Sim? I did not include neither, and I did not include both, but you could vote twice. With 22 votes in, it is 68% MH-60 and 32% S76C. So that's pretty interesting with the difference. Oh, same price, which I was a little shocked, I gotta tell you. A little shocked that they were the same price. Same price, one of them is super, super hyped. One of them has been hyped, but it's been a while. I mean, it's been hyped for a long time, but you have to be like on their Discord or watching their social media. Who watches the social media anymore? besides myself. So we're getting a really good look here at the S76C++. And it also looks really good. I'm not surprised. The pictures look great. It looks great in the sim. And yeah. We will take a closer, we'll be flying this on Tuesday. Oh, I guess I could go out of the sim and buy it so I could see Red Heron in it. I could do that. I wonder if I could do that in seconds. Could I just do that in a few seconds? Then come back in, and then I would see anyone that was in the 7.6. A quick poll. Who else is in the 7.6? Wait a minute. I see a MH-60s. I see a CH-47. I see a couple of, oh, I should go over here. I see a couple of UH-1s. I see Dr. No Thumb in the MH-60. MH-60 has got so much hype. I thought that was it. I don't even see Red Heron. Where is that guy? Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll go to his screen whenever I talk about the 76. Where is he? He's hiding out somewhere. This is a big airport, actually. It's kind of large. So let's jump in. Dr. No Thumb, hello. At the other end of the airport. It's a big place, huh? I see everybody except... Okay, I'm gonna look. Big place, big city. I think over 2 million people live here. And there's some boats out there. Oh, I see. There he is. And isn't there helipads over there? I think we have helipads in this part of the airport. I noticed that just as I was loading in. So after I hit load in, I noticed that there's an entire row of helipads. What I imagine are helipads, because they're just straight cement slabs. They look like they're set up for helis. Hard to say. We've got the 415 again today. Now, usually we are flying, I don't know why I'm going over here. What is that, a drone? Oh, look! Dipe is in the little thing. Nice! I always forget that that's called. The Jetson? The Jetson Mobile? I always forget what that thing's called. We are currently in... Oh, I had the name earlier before I loaded in. We're on where the Rio Negro and the Amazon meet. And if you know your geography, you know that that is Manaus, city of about 2 million people, several airports, several helipads. I'm going to take off, and I'm going to go to a couple of helipads. Can I get my map up? There we go. We're going to land, see if those are there, and see how the helicopter does on the helipads. And then we'll be on our way. It does take a second for me to get going in this because, you know, it's not a Bell 206. It's not a Bell 206. I did figure out where everything is. The one thing eluded me was actually the start button and what was the other thing? The generators lights. Apparently they come on their own. It appears they come on their own. So here we are inside. Hello, hit that thing again. Here we are inside with all the things. Switch my sounds now. Got the sounds of all the other helicopters. And one of the funnest things, I think, is the very first thing you turn on. Because it makes lots of noise. Ooh, where to go? This one. There it is. You should be able to hear that. That is that big old generator for your external power. A Howdo. It's as big as a lot of the helicopters. It's massive. That thing is massive. Now, before I get too confused, while that's on, actually, yeah, let's do this. Let's do the pre-flight as we listen to the generator. Whoops, what happened? Why are you doing? Whoop. Oh, that was weird. The guy just started walking on his own. So we'll take all these covers off, which, you know, I think that a mechanic would do this. I don't think the pilots would be bothered with this. And any mechanics can let me know about that. Mechanics or other flight crew. You are everything in the sim. You are everything. And you get to have a nice look at this as you walk around. Oh, I think I didn't take those off the first time. That's where I screwed up. Oh, and you do have to take these off. There's not a lot of times the emergency brake will take the chocks out, but not on this one. We are in the Coast Guard Cape Cod because I like the yellow. It's different. It's different. I'm gonna have to look up what our Coast Guard used the Dauphin for a long time. A long time. And I think they still do. I don't believe we are using these yet. And the other helicopter is much, much smaller. That's a little smaller. Now can I go and just walk right in this way? No! It's worth a try, right? Let's try it. See if I did everything that I was supposed to do. Put this back. And... oh! Door's not closing. Well, that's interesting. Is that correct? Did I push too many buttons? Uh-oh. I think I pushed one wrong button. I did something wrong. Let me go outside. And then now the door's closed, and I'll go inside and... well, there's something there. You purchased both. Have not flown the S-76 yet. Probably sometime today. I was very close to purchasing both, but I was extremely tired, and what is going on here? It's doing some strange behavior, but it's probably something to do with me and not the sim. I'm just giving it the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I did a lot yesterday with finishing a fence and doing a podcast, and the podcast was amazing, but then I got it all done, and the sound was really weird. And I went in and I fixed some of the sound. So all the doors are open. Let's see if it gets any quieter. I fixed some of the sound as much as I could. I'm hoping I can use the podcast because it's fantastic. Door. Close these. No, it makes no difference at all on sound. Oh, that door's open. Well, what the heck? Okay, this is weird. There we go. Okay, that was a little strange. That behavior was a little odd. I don't know why that door was open. So, strange behavior number one. Now, let's just speed on through the checklist. You know me, won't take but a second. Checklists. Pre-flight's done, before engine start, wheel chocks set. Oh, so they're supposed to be on. Well, I've got the parking brake on. Parking brake set, check. Tail wheel switch locked. Now, where is that switch? Where is the tail wheel switch? Parking brake, right there. So it's in lock position. That is correct. Uh-oh. Oh, my sim just almost took a dive. I've barely done anything, and my sim's just about... don't do that, sim. Engine fire, T-handles forward. That is... oh, that's weird. I put the little thing on. I think those are here. Fire extinguisher. I'm pretty sure that is the T-handles. Engine fire, T-handle. But it won't tell me. It won't show me. Oh, APU fire T-handle in. This show me? Uh-oh. It's not. There's the AP. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting us. That's what's happening. Something really weird is going on with my guy. This has happened before. MB sounds can be a bit weird with all these MH-60s. I've also, my dude keeps jumping out. And this didn't, I wonder if it's a multiplayer thing or some weird thing. Well, I don't know what that is. Battery switched on, turn battery switch on, okay. Fire detector test 1 and 2, test and check. This is here. Okay, they check out. Interior, exterior, NVD lighting as required. Check. Area clear. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to, well, let's look around this way. I'm not going to go outside and look because I keep getting screwed up here. It keeps messing up. Exhaust plugs out. The air static source. APU. Okay, where is that? That's up here too. APU. So air static source to APU. Fuel prime pumps. These are the ones that I had a hard time finding. APU boost. That is here. APU boost. Fuel boost pump 1 and 2 both on. Where is it pointing? I think it's pointing here. Uh-oh. I believe it is pointing right there. Boost pumps 1 and 2 on. APU control switch on. That's back up here. Yes. Oh Jesus! What? Okay, let's. Nope. This is really getting annoying. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on. It makes no sense. Maybe I'm touching something with my mouse. This has happened with some other aircraft, and it's really annoying. APU control switch on. Check. APU generator on. That's also here. There's a test and an on. Air source ECS as required. Okay, we already did that. Flight and mission display night as required. It's daytime, so we're not going to worry about it. PRU computers both on. Now, I assume they're talking about... no, they're talking about these down here. Some down here. Here. That. 1 and 2 engine power switches. Turn 1 and 2 engine power switches on. Check. Oh, suddenly I have a co-pilot. There's some weird stuff going on. Blade fold master switch on. My door keeps opening on. Yeah, that's what mine's doing. It's exactly what mine's doing. That's right here. Blade fold master switch. We want that to on. Okay. Blade fold switch to spread, and that is this one. We want, oh, no. Spread, we do not want them folded. Check pylon, flight, and rotor spread lights are illuminated. And they don't tell me where those are. Okay, they also didn't tell me... Oh, flight and spread, yes. Okay, got it. Utility hand pump on. Where am I going to find that? Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Oh, there it is. Utility hand pump on. Barrow. Set uncaged barrow alt chalk standby instruments. So you check all your standby instruments right here. That is there. And they seem to be in order. It might be a multiplayer thing because it didn't happen when I was not in multiplayer. MD system page. Select check MD systems page. Now, did it tell me to turn these on at any point? I'm going to just get ahead of myself and turn these on because I don't recall it telling me. There we go. MD systems page. Select check MD systems page. Caution and advisories. Acknowledge caution and advisories. Going to have quite a through with engines off and everything. I'm moving forward. Fuel quantity and readouts checked. And it doesn't tell me where that is either. Oops. Fuel quantity and readouts. I'm getting lost now. Engine oil, NG, where's the fuel quantity? You know I always cheat. Hydraulics. On the systems page. So that would be here. Here's my fuel right there. So I'll say we checked it. Radio altimeter set to decision heights. We're not worried about that. Comm nav, transponder, test, and set. And that is, where is that? Not there. I don't even know where my comm nav and transponder is, and they didn't give me a light to point that out. Are they talking about right on? Oh, actually, I know where I can get to it. Here, you can go back from the door. You can go to the nav and comms are here. So there's comms. Oh, that didn't work. Transponder. I thought that came up here last time I did this. I could swear it did. Uh-oh. Ah! It did it again! Oh my gosh. This is completely random, too. This makes no sense. No sense while I'm trying to do something else. Uh-oh, how do I get back to where I was? Oh, shoot.
Enjoy your snacks and drinks. Flights with Joel is live. It's time.
There, no, that's not it. How do I get back where I was? Ground 1, ground 2, test, on. Get back to the main page here. It put it over here is what it did. It put it over there instead of here. Oh, there it is. Now it's back where it was. Okay. Load equipment and weapons. We don't have any of that. Start engine. Area clear. Check doors closed. Most of them. SAS 1, SAS 2 trim all on. So that is right here. So we want these all on. All three of those on. So that is our AFCS control on. Stabilator auto on. That is back here if I recall. So that makes the stabilator in the back, where'd it go? That makes the stabilator automatic. Right there. That one. So that's on. Engine ignition switch to normal. Should be up here. Normal. 1 and 2 fuel selector levers. Set fuel selector levers to XVD. Forward. These are here. I think I've got this right. 1 and 2. We'll find out soon. Lights as required, so we want the position lights on. It is anti-collision light, upper, day. Those are set. Starter 1 button press. It's interesting. It says starter 1 button press. TGT, engine TGT is less than 80 degrees. Okay. Then set the engine 1 to idle. So press, go here, make sure you have less than 80 degrees. We do. Engine to idle.
Now, what I have for your starters
there it
today
is.
is a potato-encrusted scallop with lobster foam. And we're going to top that with some nice cream fraiche.
There we go. It's running. Check that. Engine 1 set, engine 1 to idle, check. Engine 1 values within limits. Everything looks good. Same thing on starter 2 now. Press the button. Make sure the TGT engine 2 is less than 80. Go down here. Less than 80. Set this to idle. And it's very quiet. It's very quiet. Let me turn the sound. This is my sim sound. Well, you're just going to hear everything else. It's very quiet. With the generator running, etc. I can't hear it very well. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why it's so quiet. There it goes. It just now started making the sounds of startup. That's odd. Engine 2 is less than 80. Got it. Engine 2 to idle. Engine 2 within limits. Engine oil pressure check. We did. Engine NGs match within 3%. Engine NGs match within 3%. Right there is the NG and they match. They're exact. Rotor brake off? Well, I should certainly hope so. And it doesn't show me where the rotor brake is just up here. Rotor brake is here, and so you just physically check that that's off. PCL 1 and 2 to fly. So those are these to fly now. Oh, fly. We're almost ready. Fuel selector levels 1 and 2 direct. So looks like they're 1 and 2 ERI. I think that's where they are, yes. It's very hard to see this stuff. Oh, here we go. Oh no. Yeah, that's where they are. That's where they're set. Torques match within 5%. NP and NR 100%. Here's torque. NP 1 and 2. Just it's over 100%. They're at 102% each. Oh, I'm having some weird sound things. How's the flight model? The flight model is a lot like the H series, the H145, the H160, as it is entirely controlled by your AFCS. So it's not fully tested yet for me, but it feels a lot like a assisted flight model. That's all I can say. Air source, ECS to engine. Air source to engine. That's here because now we've got the engine started. APU generator off. So that is going to change the sound. The sound is kind of weird right now, but that might be because of multiplayer. APU control switch off. There we go. DI system as required. We don't require it. And I'm back outside. Hey, how's it looking out here? I'm back outside. Hey guys, what's going on in there? This has happened with other models before. It is really annoying. Before taxi, we have chocks, lights as required, parking brake, tail wheel switch off. So, parking brake releases. Is somebody honking at me? Is somebody out here honking? Is there like an aircraft that honks? I don't see one. I thought I heard honking. Okay. Let's roll forward just a minute. Oh, brakes are on. Brakes off. And I still have some yellow lights on. So my yellow lights are engine 1 and 2 generator, pitot heat, and it says that the AFCS is off. Well, the autopilot is off. Maybe that's what it means. It must mean that because that is all on. Gen 1 and 2. Now, that was on yesterday until I turned the engine up, and then they went off. That was not on the checklist, and I can't find where Gen 1 and 2 are. That doesn't seem right. Anyone know where Gen 1 and 2 are in their H? Good flight. Thank you. Thank you, Kobe. And my tail wheel is unlocked. So it does turn, taxis and turns. Put it in the right position. And this is another one where I'm really glad that I have some kind of head tracking, because it's a very cramped area. It's very cramped feeling. The detail is like, as with most aircraft now that we're coming to expect, the detail is amazing. So no one knows where Gen 1 and 2 switches are because I cannot figure that out. Somehow I got them. Somehow I guessed yesterday, I guess. I don't know how. No answers. Okay, we're going down. Oh, we're going to try a couple of helipads first. And it's probably going to screw up because my generators won't go on. So the first helipad is Hospital Universital. Universit. It is 2 miles behind us to the northwest. Oh, that's doing weird things too. That was doing flippadoodle stuff. That was our rescue equipment. I really would like to get the generators turned on. It's just strange. Now these are all the way up, right? See, let me make sure that these controls are all the way to fly, and they are. They're both in flight. I don't think there's another mode. But I have not been successful in finding generator switch. Collision lights, anti-ice. APU said to turn it off. Generator, oh, these are them right there. 1 and 2. And did that fix it? Yes. It just wants me to turn the pitot heat on. It wants the pitot heat, and so because the caution lights will not shut off, let's turn that on. Co-pilot center, that's all the way ice, that's ice. There it is right there. There it is. We like the yellow lights off. I think that's just, it still says that the control is off, but it's not. Now let's get into a hover. This is actually, because it has augmented flight control, it's very simple. Like, you don't have to do a lot. And once you're in a hover, there is an auto hover. I have not programmed all the buttons yet.
5 feet.
Oh, did you hear that? I really like that.
5 feet.
I'm at 5 feet. I like the call out. I do appreciate that. But I can't let go of everything. Oh, where's the hover? Approach. Auto flight. In flight, I've got the autopilot figured out.
5 feet.
Auto hover and the, what's it called? Auto approach. I have not fully mastered because, it's a helicopter. Why do you need all that? We don't need
5
no
feet.
stinking auto. Okay, that's enough. Let's go over 5 feet. Here we go. And Tuesday we'll be checking out the autopilot.
Alert! Alert!
S76.
Cobra N has entered the airspace.
Has he though? I haven't seen it over here today. There's a lot of people here. Helicopter's not required. This is Sunday cruise. This is not a helicopter day, but you know, 2 of them came out. I had to do something. Had to do something. Only got 2 days a week for the moment. Oh, he's sick. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. So, it kind of has no, what's the word? It doesn't turn very well. I think you gotta turn it really sharp. There it goes. There it goes. Now it's turning normal. Now we're doing it. But it's, yeah, it seems to have a terrible slip problem, which the early helicopters in the sim have. Some people have pointed out that it doesn't seem to have a 2024 or an Osobo flight model. So perhaps they did the flight model on planes. It's possible, because yeah, it needs pedal to turn correctly, and that, as we know, flying helicopters is not correct. You shouldn't need pedal at whatever the speed. They're at 100. I'm doing 100 knots. This is really hard to see for me. This whole deal here, really hard to see. I need much bigger screens. I need like a 42-inch monitor, 62-inch monitor. I think I would be okay with a 62-inch monitor. We'd be pretty good with that. There's that nice bridge we went under the other day. I'm going to slow down before landing. It does slow down very nicely. It's one complaint I've had with helicopters. Oh, the other thing is, look at those blades. Look at how like crazy they are. It's nice that the other blades are turning. The other H-60s, MH-60s, are turning. So that's cool. I have now slowed to about, 80? 75? And again, I've seen some complaints about the flight model. I can see where people would not be that happy with it. I don't know if anybody in the flight community will ever be perfectly happy with a simulated helicopter. I'm just not sure. I'm following red heron. I'm getting some weird noises in my helicopter. I hope it's normal. Is that, look at that right there. That looks like a massive junkyard. I think it's just really bad. It's a bad satellite image. I think that's what we got here. A very bad satellite image. So now I'm going sideways, and I just, for no reason, just wants to fly sideways. Use a little, there it is. That is interesting. It has a little bit of elevation for the helipad. It's not on the roof and it's not on the ground. So that's cool. We don't mind that. I will hover here and wait. I don't know if I'm getting warnings or what that strange sound is that I'm hearing. It could be my computer getting hot. Okay, next. Let's go to screen 2. And we've got the S76 here. There we go. Another S76. What was I thinking? I tried to find, it's weird that I need extra time to download a helicopter. Okay, I'm just gonna move in here because I want to see if I can get on here. And
20 feet.
20 feet, really? Oh, because this is 10 feet up, probably. I want to see if I can
10
make it.
feet.
Thank you. 10 feet, thank you.
5 feet.
5 feet, thank you. And brakes. Yes, look at that. Precision flying because it's easy. I wouldn't call this a beginner helicopter, but flying-wise, it's very simple. Okay, let's pull up and let other people get in here. Try out the helipad. It's an interesting one.
10 feet.
It's not super. It's not super nice, and it's not super plain. It's in between. It's place. See that hover here. Oops. I've lost my hover. Look at all the H-60s just in a little bunch there. Oh my gosh. While no one's looking, I can kind of look over here and see if I can figure out my hover control. Approach. Hover. Okay. Oh no, that doesn't work.
20 feet.
Did not work. Probably because I didn't have the height set. So I tried to use the hover. It didn't. Alrighty. We have 3 60s with us. 4 counting by. There's 5 back there. They do sound really good from the outside. You see other flags, that's cool. That might be 6. Right on. All right. I'm going to make my way over to the next helipad, which is 7 miles almost due north. Almost exactly due north. Oh, and then I tried to turn, and it's just going to go sideways. It's one of these. It's a bit like the CH-47. Yeah, only when you'll see whatever your helicopter has on it. That's how the multiplayer has worked forever. I don't even know how they would do individual multiplayer like that. Okay, let's turn it. Lots of pedal. And we'll turn to the... Oh my gosh, I'm going the complete opposite direction. Turn around, 180. Not a 360, 180. I'll be back on it. What are we up to? I'm doing about 120 now in no time. It's hard to tell speed in this. It's one of those aircraft that it's pretty big. Oh, I need to center that. Maybe that's not the problem. That's not the problem. And heliport, now we're going to pass right over an airport. And the second heliport, I think, is also a hospital. It is. Also a hospital. Getting some behavior I don't like. It sounded like something was cutting out. Don't cut out. Don't do that. If you had some hesitation on this stream, it's not the stream. Probably myself. I get to the helipad, I'm going to put this on. I'm barely doing anything as far as flying. Not doing a lot, just hanging out. Sergey's Adventures, low rotor RPM horn. You hear a low rotor RPM horn? Because that doesn't make sense at all. They're both at 100. Oh, and I am getting, things are cutting in and out. Yeah, oh, there it is. It's the sim. The sim is having struggles, big struggles. I'm probably going to crash. It's probably going to crash. Usually when it does stuff like this, it wants to crash. No reason for a sim crash out here, except for the aircraft. That's no good. That is no good. Start slowing down for this next landing. It flies like a boat, which I find many of these larger helicopters, that's how they feel. They feel like a great big boat up in the sky. Yeah, N1 and N2 are both at 100%. And no, yeah. Not sure what I'm hearing. Could be multiplayer stuff. Uh-oh, I missed it. Where is that hospital? Yeah, part of the reason you have a crew in these is that it's hard to see anything. Visibility seems really bad to me. You almost need your crew to call. Now I'm flying sideways again. See how when you turn it starts going sideways? That is something we haven't really experienced in helicopters for 4 years. 3 years. 3 years. There's really no excuse for that. When I turn it, it wants to go sideways. As cool as it is, with all its gadgets and things, and missions and sceneries, if it doesn't fly right, that sucks. I got in it because I thought I could be lazy and turn the autopilot on, which I'm going to be. But you could do the same thing in the S-76, perhaps. I don't know, because I don't have it. But I think you could. Now that sound stopped. It's almost like the generator sound never shut off. The external power. It's like it never shuts off. It keeps coming in and out. That is a nice one. That is a great helipad. Let me see if I can nail that right in the center. Shouldn't be too hard because you have a lot of control with this.
20 feet.
And you do have
12
help.
feet.
You do have
5 feet.
Brakes, brakes, brakes. I always forget. Nope, not in the center, but I'm on there. It's got plenty of room for us. Nice. I like it. So out here, the sounds are okay. There's something going on in there. Get off of this, let other people park, and set up my map a little better. There's the helipad. Try it out, everyone.
20 feet. 10 feet.
Cannot exit aircraft. I don't want to exit the
20
aircraft.
feet.
It's almost like it's taking my
20 feet.
vision as the mouse, and it's trying to get out.
10 feet. 5 feet.
How about now? 0? Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm not flat on
5
the ground.
feet.
Place.
5
You
feet.
land. You can't land there. Okay. Whoa. How about that? Oh, now it's just doing the typical simulator thing where the roof is not solid. The voices are really loud. Are they really? I will turn them down because I do have the sim sounds kind of cranked. Normally, I don't have the sim sounds that loud. I have this I have other things going on usually. This is, that might be better. That might be a good deal better. We'll have to go back. There we go. A little Amazon music. I'm just going to sit here at an angle. Sit here at a weird angle and get my map going. Oh, it's not. There it is. Get that going. Get that going. If I remember how, and I do. Cycle web server. There we go. There's the map I like. Where's the rest of my flight plan? Oh, it's there. I see. We already did part of it, so I thought it disappeared. We're now going 90 for a 93-mile cruise down the Amazon River, leaving the massive city in order to go to another fairly massive city in the Amazon. That's what we're doing next. I'm going to check my fuel, though. I'm going to cheat check it. I don't understand the fuel gauge, so I'm going to check it here. And we have 32% fuel. The external fuel tanks are on, but why don't they have fuel? Maybe they don't even work on here. Maybe I'm thinking of it. So we should make it on 31% fuel. How did I burn so much fuel? That should be enough to go 93 miles. Let's see what we got over here. There we go. Beautiful shot. Well, at least he does have the H-60. I'm the one behind today. What's wrong with that H-60 on the roof there? What is going on with that? What is going on with that, dude, man? That is messed up. That is messed up. Okay, here. Oh, I shouldn't have turned that back on yet. Should have got out of this jam first. Okay, now we're going to try the autopilot. First, we're going to turn around and go the right direction. I'm going to get all. I'm just using the autopilot to hold my direction and altitude. That's what shows up by default? Really? Well, what the fiddle fat? What? Okay, that's a new one. We don't have that with anything else. We don't have that with hardly anything else at all. That is crazy. Because neither of these developers are Microsoft developers, right? I mean, I would get it if they were developers for Microsoft. But I don't think either of them are. So I have not gotten a grasp of how to change direction. This needle doesn't even work with my normal control. The heading indicator, the heading bug, doesn't work with the what I usually use it. The button I usually use. So I don't know what's going on there. I can, if I hit on, now the autopilot is on. Now it should keep me going the direction I was going. It doesn't seem to. It seems to just be going nuts. Maybe I need to be in a more steady attitude. Oh, that means my autopilot's off. Check. Let me get this lined up correctly, and then I'll turn the autopilot on. We'll try this again. Autopilot, now see how it does. Okay, that's what it needed. It wanted to be basically, nope, it's just going to climb. It's just going to climb. Do I have to put the altitude hold on there? So we have a radar hold and a barometer, so we'll hit that one. Now that is now diving. There we go. It's going to settle out. Right? It's gonna settle down. Yeah. Right? I don't freaking know. You know anything? Do you have anything to say? I don't know how you got in here. It's sort of like the Huey. The sim has a default model of its own, but for the Huey, it almost always uses the sim model instead of the third-party one. Exactly. In 2024, I have not seen the Togue Huey used in multiplayer. I have only seen the default Huey. So now I see what you mean. They've had MH-60 sitting around the airports forever, so we know the model's in here. What puzzles me is that they decided to use it. That they're using it for something. Let me know if I need to slow down. I'm at 150 knots indicated. We're doing 132 knots of ground speed. 132 knots of ground speed, so it's quicker than, you know, we usually travel in the helis. But this way, I can do just a little bit of this here. I thought I was on the flight model. Oh, I mean the flight plan. I thought I was basically on the plan. Well, the autopilot does seem to work. Seems to work just fine. There we are, back inside. What I don't know is how to use all the functions. How to make it go lower, how to make it go higher, etc., etc. As I've had like literally 5 minutes in the thing. 5 minutes. No, that's not true. I had an hour. I made that up. It took me an hour to find the generator switches the first time. It took me 5 minutes today. Everything's in the green. Everything looks good. NG's at 89. We got oil temperature and pressure is good. What is that? Utility on. Utility what? Back up. I might have switched the wrong switch somewhere. I might have switched the wrong switch. And do any of these buttons work? They do not. there's my fuel right there. Nope, none of these buttons work. Attack, that works. No, now how do I get back? Damn it. Why did I do that? Okay, keep going along. Radar. That works. Gives me more info. Base, helo. These are for zoom. Page. But I do. Uh-oh, now I don't know how to get back. Plan. Main menu, equipment, diagnostics. Mechanical diagnostics. 5 diagnostics, 4? But what do you hit? How do you get to 4? I want to know about the 5 diagnostics. How do you get to 4? 4 where? On what? Oh, here. But it's here. No. How do you change this? My mouse isn't doing anything. Mouse is not changing anything. Well, that's very interesting. This is holding steady. Oh, and now I would like to get rid of that. And I would like to go back to that. There it is. WCA. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Go there. I'd love to be able to just turn, but all I got to do is take the autopilot off. There it is. It's off. And just adjust, and then turn it back on. Also, because all of the assists are on, I shouldn't have to do much. The auto trim is on. So once I get it trimmed to a certain attitude, it should stay there. It's not staying there, but it should. It's not really staying in a position. Can I trim it manually? Will that work? Auto trim does not work as described. Or I can't get it to. Once you trim it out, it should be able to just stay there. But it's leaning to the left. It's leaning left. It's left leaning. Do I have wind or something? I have, I do have 12 knots of wind, straight on my nose. That really shouldn't, no, it's got that lean. It's got the Cohen lean, and it's not even a Cowen Sim helicopter. It's got the Cowen lean. Now those guys aren't waiting for anybody. Oh, the S-76 seems to be fast. Let's see if I can catch up. Let's put a little power in here. I'm at almost full throttle. Oh, no, not really. It wanted to climb as soon as I put in more collective. Power equals altitude. Attitude equals speed. You have slowed. You've slowed. Can you raise? Can I raise my gear? No, not on this. Nope. Not on an MH-60. It's fixed to gear. It does have gear, but this one doesn't raise it. I am now doing 160 knots. What were you doing? What was your speed before you slowed? Let's hit the autopilot again. And it still leans to the left. It still has a little bit of a left lean to it. Fast. You're doing fast. What are the specifications? Where is my... There it is. They don't actually give me specs in the manual on the H-60 series. It's normal procedures, other procedures, overview, cockpit display, systems, communication systems, navigation system, electrical system, automatic flight control system, which didn't tell me a lot. Force trim. Automatic force trim system recommended for casual simmers or users with self-centering controls. This mode continuously applies trim inputs behind the scenes to maintain the current longitudinal pitch and lateral roll. No, it doesn't. When you return the stick to center, the aircraft will maintain its last commanded attitude rather than snapping back to level flight. You can continue to fly hands off. Minor inputs will smoothly adjust the trim. Not in my experience. Ideal for plug-and-play setups, Xbox controllers, spring-loaded sticks. Required configuration. Stability augmentation system must be on. Trim switch must be on. Oh, toggle marker sound. Keybind must be removed from your controls and then pressed on the current simulator session. Toggle marker sound. Keybind must be removed from your controls and then pressed. Okay, set helicopter force trim release button. Keybind must be removed from your controls. Removed.
It's only a
and then
game.
pressed on the current
Why
simulator
do you
session.
have to be mad?
Okay. Whoops, where am I? Here. My trim is set, but I don't have force trim to release the trim. And who needs it? Who needs it anyway? Oh, I've almost caught up to Red Heron. I was curious what the speeds of these two helicopters are. Just pure curiosity. Everything working okay on all the different systems? It appears so. It looks like things are good. Hello, folks on YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Back over here. MH-60 specifications. I'm thinking its top speed is about 120. MH-60 specs. I know Dano knows. I would think Dano knows. Of course, it's always hard to find the actual specs. 180 knots. Maximum speed of 180 knots. Can carry a crew of 4 along with additional personnel or cargo depending on the variant. Cruise speed of 135 to 140, which was just about what I was doing. Just about exactly what I was doing. Now watch, I won't be able to find a thing for the S-76. Nope. There it is, right there. Performance range. Sikorsky S-76C, the inventor of the helicopter. Range 335 nautical miles. Max range 400 nautical miles. Service ceiling 15,000 feet. Performance rate of climb 1,625 feet per minute. Max speed 155 normal cruise. I bet you. Whoa! Did everyone disappear? Did I just lose everybody? Oh, I just passed. I just passed it. I've never done that before. Okay, here we go. I'm just a little bit. Yep, I turned the autopilot off. This is what I did. So I think I would need to set a couple of things for force trim to work. That's one you will never reach unless going downhill. 140 to 160 is normal. So 180 is that's probably like max structural speed or something. It's not something that we're going to see. The airspeed indicator goes to 250. So I'm not going to be going 250 anytime soon. Unless going downhill. And it's got wheels, so we could go up a mountain and see how fast we can go down a hill on the wheels. Oh, I'm getting into the max speed now. I'm almost there. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just trying to lose some altitude, so. Drop that collective. VNE 180, yeah. So that makes sense. Hey, I think there's a bug on the windshield. Okay, that's something. They did build in, and I haven't flown out of my aircraft again. They did build in some 2024 extras. I'm still leaning heavily to the left. There's our first airport just here. We're about halfway there, a little over halfway there. This is the Amazon River. This is Sunday Cruise. Flights with Joel you're watching. We are currently doing the Amazon. Are we halfway through? We might be halfway through. We might be halfway through the Amazon at this point. Yeah, I would say we're more than halfway. More than halfway there. On our little journey. Our next airport is a smaller one, a little bit of a smaller city than we left from. But it is nearly a 5,000-foot runway. Plenty of room to get down. There's way more airports out here than I remember. We did this in 2022, I want to say. We did this once. But it was a while ago. I just let go of the controls and it just climbed like crazy. The auto trim, according to the manual, you should be able to set it and go back to the middle and it should keep that attitude, which is how auto trim works in the Airbus series helicopters that we have in the sim. But basically, it's like having the autopilot on all the time. Because if you but this one's not quite doing that. Not quite. It's got a great interior. Everything is nice and crisp. There's some great wear on stuff. Like that. Always something I like. Don't think you're going to find many of these with no wear. The thing that I was a little bit disappointed in, and I didn't expect it, I just thought maybe, there were no civilian liveries. And there are now civilian operations with this helicopter. They kind of just started. People are starting to pick up surplus MH-60s and use them for different things, repurpose them. But they didn't have that. Oh, look at all the dirt on my window. Oh, that's cool. I don't know where I landed where there would have been a bunch of dirt. I'm not sure where I picked that up, but I have a bunch of dirt. I landed on 2 helipads. I guess they were dusty. Very dusty helipads. Trying to sit up straight. The podcast guest I had yesterday was talking about sitting up straight. Anytime I mention my podcast, I should put it in just in case anyone wants to hear it. The Iced Viking is who I'm going to have on next. The next one coming up. The previous podcast was a author of thrillers, a thrillers author, and also really fun conversation. Really fun combo. So did I put on real time? Did I just jump in here and throw on real time? Yeah, everything's live. Interesting. Here we go. Yeah, Cody, how you doing? Cody has entered. Cody is in the building. This song is called In the Amazonas. In the Amazonas. It's the name of this little piece. It's only 2 minutes. At some point, I guess we should see if it comes apart. Does it come apart at 182 knots? Stand by, we'll find out. We'll check. You know we'll check. I was almost there. I was very close. My prediction is it will not. My prediction is it won't do anything out of the ordinary. What if I try and manually trim it? Oh, I think that works. Oh yeah, manual trim does work. Oh, interesting. Auto trim not so much, but the manual trim worked. Now we'll turn the autopilot back on and let it fly there for a minute. Still, really wants to swing left. It's a swinger. There's the rear. I've got a crew member back here, one crew member. We have a rescue operation. It's a rescue unit. That's what this is today. The rescue thing. I forgot. I have ignored my chat a little. The sun reflecting on it is awesome here on the fuel port. Oh, you're seeing that? Oh, nice. Nice. As usual, really awesome job by Cowan Sim. We are now looking at the S76C++. For those of you who may be new to the stream today. 2 helicopters in one day. And there he is right there. That's actually Josh sitting in the back. That's him. If you weren't aware, that was him sitting back there. Met him last year at the... my helicopter is stalling. I'm watching your helicopter and my helicopter is falling out of the sky. Oh, no, it isn't. It just felt like it. Okay. No, I'm still good. Yep. Absolutely. So the autopilot is working. It's climbing, though. Why are you climbing? What's with you, man? If I do that, will you stay? Yes. Okay, I think that's gonna work. There's a boat down there. Back to the S-76 room. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. Let's see, what side's he on? It's just a leaner. It's a lean machine. I'm trying to get kind of that same shot, but it's not working because it won't even fly straight. It won't even fly straight. You've done a roll in a real Blackhawk simulator here in Kentucky, a real Blackhawk simulator. I want to know why this can't and why is it so sluggish. Few other things, but I'll stop. The S-76 is realistic. Definitely not the Blackhawk. In the Taug 086-5500C rules the sim. I definitely agree with you in your last statement. I haven't flown the other two enough to have any idea, except, well, apparently, according to Dano, who's as a Blackhawk mechanic or was, the speed is correct. The speed is about right. 140 to 160 is the cruise. Why it doesn't do a roll is because no one has invited me to the Blackhawk simulator. You've flown all three in real life. Oh, well then that is good. What am I trying to say? I appreciate the input. You can fly 200 all day long. Can you really? Well, now I have a difference of opinion here. But this isn't a Blackhawk, it's an MH-60. Isn't that different? Isn't the Blackhawk a different version of this? I didn't know they were all the same. I thought they were slightly different, but they're all the same. Now I'm having trouble getting back into my helicopter. There it is. So I am doing what? I am doing the Navy has a lot more weight. I'm sure Navy guys think so. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's my autopilot turned off again. And you did a roll in a Blackhawk simulator. You'd rolled it. What, were you going 200 when you did the roll? Most of the helicopters I have found, whether they should or not, can do a roll. So when you flew this, it would not do a roll. The other thing is, I'm finding that it slips, right? 160, where I can get it to 160 pretty easy. I'm almost there now, and I'm not near top speed. But when I turn, you know, it does that weird slip thing. Look at that. It's barely turning. So yeah, and you're not the only one that's disappointed with the dynamics. It's a hard one to get right because it has augmented flying. So I'm going to try it now. What happened when you did a roll? You should be able to do it easy and smooth, such a letdown. Huge letdown. It's less of a letdown for me because I'm not like, this isn't the type of helicopter that I'm a huge fan of. It's a letdown that I spent money on it and that others are spending money on it. That sucks. It can be, it's a full articulated rotor, not a rigid rotor. It can, but it's a full articulated, not a rigid rotor. Okay, so let's try it. Beautiful flight model with good grease. Here we go. I'm putting pedal in. No, there's not a chance. This isn't gonna. That's not. We're just not gonna. It's not doing, it's it's definitely not gonna, and now it won't come out. We're toast, folks. We're going down. Oh, I didn't get outside in time either. Oh, but we're fine. We're fine. Nothing to see here. Absolutely fantastic. It's been a few weeks, but it feels like a very slight modified version of their CH-47 flight model. It does feel a lot like their CH-47. To me, it feels really close. And I wasn't, other people said the CH-47 was fine. I had the same feeling about it. I'm not as happy with it. I did a video of the
20 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet.
I did a video of the 500C and did an auto in that, and it felt very good. It wasn't a perfect auto or anything, but it felt very good in the needle split. So the 500C is still, you know, for the win. For the win, the 500C. Now see, it can do that. It can crash into the ground and get back up and dust itself off. Do I have any more dirt? Now I'm gonna have to go get the S76C processor. Really doesn't have much more dirt, but it is collecting dirt. I give it a point for that. So there's the only points off really are the flight model, right? He's correct, but any helicopter with 3 or more blades can roll. It may bend the frame and destroy it forever, but well, see, then that doesn't mean it can roll. If it can't survive the roll, that's the difference. You've been through this with Dano for 4. You've been through this. Hey, I take your word for it if you've done it because a real simulator was probably a lot closer than this. Totally lost track of time. Loading in now. Hey, Marco, what's going on? Yeah, like a CH-53. Bends the frame. If it bends the frame, I think frame bending are really not allowed in aircraft. It's not something you want to do. It didn't even set off a warning when I hit the ground. Everything's fine. Yeah, notice Red Bull didn't use an MH-60. Right. True. They do it for last flight when they're... Do they really? When they're gonna retire one, they go out and they do a roll? I'm just gonna say it, and you know I'm right. The S61 beats this all day long. Come on. As far as for Coast Guard use, especially. S61 beats this all, especially if you modify it. And what is the other one that I really like? I always forget the name of it. Another really old helicopter that you never see in the Sims. You never see them. Why that came up, I have no idea. No idea how that got there.
Fill your snacks and drinks. Flights with Joel is live. It's go time.
The H-34. The H-34 is one of my faves. And there was even modified versions with turbine engines. And you never see that in the sim. Zybok, how you doing? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. We're in this little known, hardly flown helicopter. I thought I would jump in because no one is using it anywhere. And we're also in this. We also have the S76C today. Got it all happening. And water. Just about to our first airport. I thought thought, oh, I am going faster now. Reminds me of that show, Simon and Simon, the H-34. Did they fly in an H-34 at some point? Simon and Simon was almost a good show. Who's the guy? The one that played Simon did a lot of other things. He's a really good actor. I think he played football. The older brother. He almost was. The whole TV writing aspect made it not as good, but it had very good elements. Fun show. I don't know why I like the H-34 so much. It's just a workhorse, you know? It's just an absolute workhorse. It just cracks me up that this leans to the left the way it does. But, you know, I think the CH-47 might be that same thing. Yep, main rotor lights. Main rotor lights? Oh, look at that! Look at that! Tip lights on the rotor. Oh, that is sweet. Clegg Pilot, I hope I pronounced that right. Clegg Pilot used to fly offshore to the oil rigs on one of those S-76s. Oh! Oh yeah, they use them a lot for that, don't they? That's what I should do. I should do an oil rig flight on Tuesday in the S-76C++. Bristow's. Nice. North Sea. North Sea. You were a North Sea pilot. Part of the... Yeah, wow. Welcome. Welcome to the flights. We're not worthy. Off Norwich. Sweet. Cheers. Cheers to that. It's fantastic. Yeah, I'm just flying this old thing. They must use these for oil rigs somewhere. You wasn't a pilot. Oh, you were a worker. Okay. You used to fly in them. Still. That's so you wore a what am I trying to say? You wore a survivor suit, right? Pilots probably did too. But I'm assuming you had to have a survivor suit on. Scaffolder, LOL. That's work, man. That's hard work. Even fun getting lowered down via winch. Survival suit guy. I'm thinking you were sleeping for a lot of those flights. Going either direction. Going to or from. If you're going a ways out there, you probably slept. Okay, here's my airport. Here we are. I think we're going to use our first break. Yeah, as soon as you get on. That's what I've seen a lot of footage of where they're talking about flying people to the oil rigs and praying, sleeping and praying. So you pray and then you fall asleep. Now, the only thing I like about the flight model is that it will stop fast. It will stop pretty quickly. Uh-oh. I just heard some glitchiness again. I always get nervous. I'm going where other people are thinking it's the airport. I haven't fully spotted it for myself. That's it. There's our airport. Man, I had to be really close before I could confirm that that was the airport. Nice thing about helicopters, right? 4 knots of wind. We don't even care. boy, I'm still getting some glitchiness. Cannot exit. I don't want to exit the aircraft. Ooh. Ooh.
20 feet. 10 feet.
5 feet?
5 feet.
5 feet? Oh, I might have the brakes on. Yep, I've got the brakes on. Okay, let's take the brakes off and roll over to another aircraft. Also, why am I sideways like that? That is just crazy. Controls I'm using. I am using a... Let me turn this off. I am using a throttle, so a Virpil throttle, which is really, really nice. And I'm using a... What's it called? What is the other one? It's on my stream information there. It's a... Let's see. Products. 1 second. I have to read. Let me go to my screen and just read it on there. I always forget what it is. Oh, and then it just threw me out again. It threw me out, and now... Oh, that was someone else. I thought the helicopter was leaving without me. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this? I'm trying to turn my head tracking off so I'm not bopping around. There we go. There we go. And I do not look like I belong in that helicopter.
It's only
at all,
game.
do I?
Why you have to be mad?
Oh my gosh. Why do I? Why do we ever have to be mad? I have to go to my channel and read my own description in order to get my setup, because I forget. I know I have a new Starforge computer. If you need a new computer, you can check that out and see what you think. I'm going to have my unboxing video out soon. Now I can't find my setup information. On my own channel, I can't find it. You've just got a new one built? Oh, wait a minute. Sorry about that. I'm not muted my channel. I'm watching my channel. Sorry about that. In the UK, wire to fire. Oh, new computer. You just had a new computer built. Nice. Mine was kind of an accident. I was looking at computers online. I saw it was very cheap. I thought, well, what could I get that same one for new? And there was a rebuilt computer from Starforge Systems that was a really good deal. It just seemed really inexpensive to me. And so I grabbed it. Sometimes I like to look at my channel to see how hard it is to look up information. And apparently it's pretty hard because I can't find the stupid spot where... There it is. I use a VKB Gladiator NXT Stick, and I have it on... I used to have a control cam, but my control cam is not up right now. So it's a VKB stick, Virpil throttle, and I'm using Turtle Beach Velocity 1 rudder pedals, which I really love, but there are many well-made at this point. Where was I? I'm trying to look at something. Oh, I've been going for a while and I haven't taken a breather yet. I am going to step out for just a minute. Don't watch that. That slows down your computer. There we go. If I watch my stuff too long, it will slow my computer way down. So I'm going to... Whoops, I turned the wrong thing down. No, that's right. That's right. Turn that down. We're going to go to our break screen with a different set list, entirely different set list that you've never heard today. You've never heard today. I'm still getting glitches. I'm still getting some dropouts in my sound, which I don't know what that is. It's like my computer is pausing. The entire computer is just taking a pause. And that's not right. Okay, I'll see everyone in just a moment. that was some timing. That was some timing there. That was pretty sweet. Actually didn't mean to have that sound on the whole time. Whoops. Oops. There we go. Back to that.
My name is Jeff.
Wait, who played that? Who played that? Oh, it was Cody. Cody played it. I'll be darned. Wow. I know. No, it worked. Did you hear it? I heard it. Did you hear it? Okay. I'm just finishing my little snack. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. It's really dark. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I'm just about ready to go. Of course, is my helicopter ready? Because it won't let me in. It's being mean and it won't let me in. We'll see if it's going to work. I'll probably need to go here and then go here. Nope, that didn't work either. Oh my gosh, uh-oh, it's broken. It broke on me. Oh, look, this door's open over here. Oh my God. It is beautiful, isn't it? Very nice. What if I like go over here and touch the door? Touch it. Will that let me back in? No. Touch it. This gives me a hint, though, of what's going on. Okay, now I'm inside. I'm inside. But I think maybe that door is open in this spot. Maybe the door's open. So go to door, and Copilot door is not open. It says it doesn't say it's open. Okay, it was worth a shot. And if I go out here, is it open? No, it's not open. It's perfect. All right. Let's load this thing up. Let's put fuel in it. I'm going to fly in the daytime again. Still like it better. Perhaps there will be camera 2 flying at night. Who knows? I'll go there, stay on the live weather. Fuel. Don't be fuelish. 9%. Oh, look at that! Look at that! He remembered the fuel. He remembered the fuel. I'm trying not to yell because it freaks people out around me. In the real world. In the real world. People are like, what is he doing? Why is he yelling? Why? Why, oh why? Okay, so I'm fueled up. I got my plan. Our next airport isn't far, 25 miles. We got a helipad in the middle of nowhere. I wanted to see if we could find this helipad. And like what the helipad in the middle of nowhere is. What's it doing? Maybe it's a research helipad or something like that. Everyone is here. Marco is here. Dr. No Thumb is here. Tom is here. Aquila is here. Octia is here. Mr. Red Heron is here. Edifex is here. Divafly is here. when I say Red Heron, I should go, Mr. Red Heron is here. Tail Rotor is here. Is Tail Rotor also in the S-76? I bet he is. F. Hapra is here. I think I mentioned everyone. Thank you so much for flying along. As always, it is appreciated. Okay, let's get this thing going. Did I put my brakes back on? No. I like that you can do this anyway. I don't want to... I can't remember the last aircraft that did this, but it's really annoying. This isn't the first. Oh, look at that. I'm almost... Yeah, I'm almost like in takeoff mode. Almost there. I believe I'm going the other way from this. I think I'm headed out the wrong direction. I'll have to turn around. So I'm now doing 50. And when I make a turn at 50, see how it doesn't really turn? I've been showing this all day, so I suppose that's enough. It doesn't really turn, it just... Yes, it is turned. No, it's just going sideways. It's just flying sideways. This is not the behavior you're looking for. Mid-stream sound check, everything working? Can you hear music? Can you hear anything? Check, check, check. I've gotten so frustrated I've ordered a whole new system. I finally figured out the problem. So I ordered a new molecular. 5x5, thank you. The first Blackhawk update is releasing this week. Already! Well, that's interesting. So we'll see. Well, one of the things they have to do, I know they said it doesn't work in SU3. So if it doesn't work in SU3, that's bad. Because SU3 is going to come out whether developers are ready or not. Whether players are ready or not. Use rudder. James, using the rudder is something that works, but it's not realistic, that's all. I'm just showing we don't really have a rudder in a helicopter, and you don't normally need to use your rotor pedals after about 60. So if you turn in a helicopter, it should turn. It shouldn't just fly sideways. It does work to use the rudder pedals, but that kind of shows how much of a airplane flight model this is. Oh, and where am I going? There we go. I'm going over this way. At this speed, it does a little bit better. It does a little better. Someone just posted in your Discord. Oh, really? I bet I got a similar post. I knew they would need to update soon because they're saying don't use it with SU3. So I figured something would be coming out. Why is it smoking over there? Oh, that's just shadows. That's just shadows. That looks really weird. That looks strange. Wow, did I miss somebody? Oh, there's so many labels because there's a lot of boats. A lot of times I look out here and I think hundreds of people are flying along and it's just boats. It is just boats in the sim. Still haven't seen anything about them splitting it up. Set my autopilot in a moment. Okay, autopilot is on. It should be. Autopilot is on, and then set all parameter Barometer altitude. The radar altitude works to 5,000 feet. I'm just using barometer altitude. It seems to work better. It's still sideways. Rotor pedals are important in the CH-47. Otherwise, she tries to Tokyo drift a bunch. That's why we were saying, Cody was suggesting that this is really close, maybe a modified flight model of that. See, I don't think the CH-4... Well, that's a whole different helicopter, really, because it has 2 blades and no tail rotor. It's very different. Very different. But this does fly a bit like the CH-47. And someone opened up the config and showed on a I'm trying to say social media site. They actually showed that they're not using it. They're not using the Asobo helicopter config for this, and that is whatever. It's disappointing. If they weren't using the config and it flew like a helicopter, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't matter a tick. But it looks like they're not even using the config. So, yeah. Right? We wouldn't care if it worked. I don't care how you do it. It doesn't matter to me what config you use. I was just saying if maybe someone posted in my Discord about the update. It's not there yet. Not seeing it yet. I'm sure I'll see it soon. Oh, maybe it's on their site. They actually have a website. It might be there. Oh, I need to check something. Is the live stream working on YouTube? It appears to be, yes. It appears to be. So it is called Miltechsimulations. Even knowing that, I couldn't get it right. And I wonder where that would be on their website. Like, where would they even put that? Their support, maybe? Well, it's in their Discord, I imagine. Support forum, documentation hub, email us. Yeah, I bet it's on their Discord. I'm kind of surprised that I'm not on their Discord. Miltech Talkyard latest. Miltech M.2 readme. Okay, that is not the, that can't be the latest. That is something very, from 2023. Last post here was from 2023. Wherever I'm looking at is not, this is not the right place. Somewhere there was, somewhere I saw a roadmap for it. And I've kind of lost where that is. I don't know where I saw. Oh, it was in the manual. In the manual, there's a roadmap, which is makes it kind of clear that this is just the beginning. It makes it pretty clear on their roadmap that this is, you know. But it is, I don't know, frustrating. It's weird to me that people release products that aren't further along. They release products knowing, uh-oh, I gotta turn. Autopilot off. Feel that. Turn. I'm gonna be at the heliport in just a moment. I got real sidetracked there. Real sidetracked. Back to the S-76 for a moment. Such a beautiful looking bird, isn't it? Beautiful looking aircraft. If I remember correctly, that is 2 pilots and 8 passengers. Does that sound right? 2 pilots and 8 passengers. especially in a config for oil rig transport. That is luxury transport there. That is 8 passengers though. There's 8 people. They probably fit 10 in for oil rigs. There's 3 seats there. It's well, it's 5 passengers. But you can see where the alcohol is. They could fit more if they just move the alcohol aside a little. You could fit a bunch more people there. Single malt Scotch. Well, we would hope so. That's what they have in the 145 and the 160. So I would hope that's what they have in the S76 luxury model. We'll see, huh? With pilot, 14? You're kidding. Oh, with the pilots. Okay. So that's 12 passengers. Up to 12 passengers and the pilots. Holy mackerel. They pack them in. That means there's a lot of power in those 2 turbines. Wow. So the luxury model is just kind of a waste of space. In a way, right? Kind of a waste of space. Click to open. Checklist. Main. Look at that. Look at that. Offshore cabin. Now we'll see what it looks like. Oh, on the 60S. Oh, on the 60. Okay. I was talking about the S76. So on the 60. But yeah, there's the offshore cabin. Not nearly as elegant, is it? Get in there, boys. We're going. Cram yourself in. Now, is this where the heliport is supposed to be? Okay, I'm switching over. I think this is the heliport right here. Just a little bit ahead. I'm actually surprised that the MH-60 also carries 14. It's a lot. It's a lot of weight. Is it there? Is that where the heliport is? Oh yeah, that could be it. That could be it. I didn't see a helipad. I'll go land down here and see what it says on my map. See if it's close. I don't think there's going to be a helipad here. There's a jungle. Still haven't seen any animals on the Amazon in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. 0 animals. Lots of people, lots of helicopters, lots of people. Not so much as a mosquito. Is there a helipad? What do we got here? Is this somebody's house? Or we just hit someone's home? Is this where it's supposed to be? This is where it claims there's a helipad. Oh, that's it. Is that it right there where Octea is? Octea?
20 feet.
Really? I'm 20 feet up still? Doesn't look like a helipad. Now we'll see if it, that's a road. That's a road. I'm gonna go up once I land. I'm gonna go up in the air a little bit and see. There we go. Go up and see if I see any helipad type of thing. Maybe the car. Oh, maybe right there where Nova stuff is. That is a big flat square. That's probably the helipad. And it says it's for. Oh, I'm not on it. I'm not quite on it according to my map. This is Transversia Parasilvis. But the helipad is just over in the woods. Let me see if I can spot it with my drone. There it is, look! Look! Tom found it. The helipad's there, folks. Confined area landing, right there. There's the helipad. There is one here. I'm kind of shocked. I'm kind of shocked. I'm guessing in the real world there's not trees all around it. Just a guess. Just a wild, wild guess. Oh my gosh. Now that time I pressed my camera button to turn my camera off and it sent me outside the aircraft, which is really weird because this camera button is not connected to the sim in any way. Not in any way. I turned that off and it threw me out of the helicopter. Okay, that is really weird. Also, let's go back to this view. I'm just going to get in this way and see if it helps anything. Then I'm going to move on because this annoys me. Okay, and then go in here. Oh, and then open both doors. Okay, there's just, yeah. What? That's strange. And then we'll cycle it again. Okay. I don't think there's any fix for my difficulty here. I don't think there's anything going on that's going to fix it. There's the helipad. Marco just came out with the CH-47. It's just over there. And how is my flight doing? Now we have 32 miles to an airport. Little airport in the distance. I've got to go the right direction though, or I'm never going to get there. And then 60 miles. What is it? I might have made this too long. Because I have to finish up and go do chores. I have to go do chores. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Get some miles in on this trip. Earn some points. Get some miles in. Oh no, I just broke my camera somehow. Oh boy. There. Okay. Fix it. I think. No, it really doesn't. Huh? I broke something. Now I see why, because I'm not in my sim. I do this every day at least once. Okay, that's much better. There and there. There we go. Tag, you're it. I saw that. You can't come by, gave us a touch. Oh, jeez. Well, I think the 47 is quite a bit faster than the MH-60, so that's not even fair, man. It's not even fair, man. Come on. Oh, it must be getting to be coffee time. I wonder what's going on with the coffee. Getting a little groggy. Feeling the lack of coffee. Feeling the lack of coffee in my routine here. I'm also on the red heron cam. Thinking I'm on my camera. My camera just kind of messed up. I can't get back to where I'm centered right. It's not doing it. Hey, thank you for the follow, Flying Fox.
Pull up, pull up!
Are you serious, lady? Was that from me, or did someone play a blurb? No, that was from the helicopter. I'm supposed to pull up. I think that's the computer. Jeez. Anyway, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the flights. Cheers. Appreciate it. What do you mean pull up? I mean, look at this. I have miles between me and the trees. There's no power lines out here. What is this pull up, pull up? Are you kidding me? I'm in a helicopter, you know that? What do people think of that blade animation? Is that working for folks? The blades being like super torquey. I like it on the ground, but that doesn't look right. It doesn't seem like it should be such a cone shape in the air. It seems a little strange. Oh, that's better. So why are you staying there when I want you to? Okay, that's much better. me just see what else we got here. We tried the roll. It didn't go well. Windshield wiper. That's what I wondered. How's that do?
Do a flip!
No. Oh, we did that, Marco. You're late. It doesn't want to do that. It doesn't do her. Let's turn it up. Oh, that's off. That's park. You can put the wiper in park. There it goes. Okay, got wipers on. No rain. We just are turning on the wipers for testing purposes. It does seem like they got rid of the bugs, though. Where'd the dirt go? Oh, it must be because of the lighting. There was much more dirt. Oh, it made a squeak. Hold on. Wait a minute. This is kind of cool. Okay, that sounds pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. It sounds like a... It sounds like a 65 Ford Falcon one. Okay, turn that off. Right? 65 Ford Falcon. That's what I'm thinking. That's the sound I was hearing there. Random shout out as we fly along. Cody is doing some streaming in the VR now. Had a 60-something Ford. Did you? You had a 60-something Ford Falcon. I never had a Falcon, I don't think. My parents had a Ford station wagon that looked surprisingly like the family truckster in National Lampoon's Vacation. It looked a lot like that. Now we're doing pretty good. We're speeding along here. We've got 172 ground speed. It's indicating 170. I don't know where that red line is. Indicating just under 170. I would do an auto rotation, but I don't even know the procedure in an MH-60 for an auto rotation. Don't even have any idea. Anyway, I can switch the music back on. I just wanted to hear that wiper for a moment. Just wanted to check out that wiper sound. It has pretty good sounds. One thing about these MH-60s, you know when they're coming. There's no hiding when they're cruising across the sky in your neighborhood. No hiding that at all. There's red heron by the airport. That's interesting. It looks like he must be. He must be. Maybe Dano's a deer. Is that Dan? Just right there. Just right there. I have an 11 knot wind, kind of a crosswind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Once I land, I gotta go check on something. We'll not be taking a full break, but I gotta check on something. That's interesting. It felt like I was slowing down too fast. What if I just put the collective down all the way? So that's full down collective, and nope, it won't. I have no control. Yeah, I have no control with the collective all the way down. None at all. The voice of reason in the background there didn't like that. Did not like the full down collective. Pretty sure my brakes are off, so let's see if I can land at a kind of ridiculous speed here. Oh, really?
20 feet.
Pull up. What do you mean pull up? What is that pull up? Come on. There we go. Just like that. Pull up. Gosh. Chicken? Chicken? Come on, man. What am I trying to look at? Oh, my time. Actually is the time when I would normally take break number 2. We're close. Let's go ahead and do that. So then I'll do a couple more airports. Wait a minute. I have maximum time I have is 30 minutes. We will do one more airport. One more flight. Shorten the flight by 50 nautical miles. And I will be back momentarily. I'll be back in just 1 second. Where's my thing? Yes. Right back. I'm muted. 60 miles more and we'll call it a day. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the flights. That was Red Heron on the break. And for anyone new here, helicopter sounds. Let's have a quick look around. Sure. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to check my fuel. I think I put plenty in last time. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Almost. You thought I was just going to run out, didn't you? Kind of an interesting comparison there, the MH-60 and the CH-47. Alrighty. Let's get going. I think my brakes are off. Fuel is good. Quick rest stop. Get some fuel in the way of coffee. Coffee fuel. Coast Guard doing some training flights in the Amazon, on the Amazon River here. Go to the next stop and call it a night. So you must set, they probably don't do this except in simulators, you must set the control levels to flight idle for an auto rotation. You must set those to flight idle, which I can't really do fast enough. And that must be how you practice an auto rotation. You know they practice them because engine out is a real possibility both in search and rescue and in extreme conditions, and of course in war zones. You get a lot more, you get a higher possibility, right, of having your engine fail. Or, not exactly fail, but shot out. Auto rotations get very important, don't they? They had to do a auto rotation with the tail rotor blown off in Black Hawk Down. The auto rotation included a tail rotor failure. The second one, I can't remember what happens. Two of them get shot down.
Gigawatts!
1.21 gigawatts. Where'd that come from? That's hilarious. That would be, don't tell me, let me guess. That is Back to the Future 2. Marty. Back to the Future 2, yeah? That's in the first one? Oh, it is the first one because he's gone back and the professor doesn't know who he is. And right. Obviously, I'm no expert. I've seen the movies. I've seen at least 3. Enjoyed the first 2. Not the first 2 were pretty good. Very interesting stories there about casting and actors being portrayed by other actors and changing the entire industry. I think it was in Back to the Future 2. Crispin Glover. I think it was for the second one. They used a different actor and tried to pretend it was him. They tried to pretend it was Crispin Glover, and he had to sue him. Didn't have to, but he did. Good for him. So you can't do that anymore. You can't just use another actor and pretend it's the same actor. That was pretty rude. They thought they could get away with it. They thought, why would this be a problem? Okay, let me try my autopilot again and go over here and turn on that one, and that should get me there. You're gonna be Flights with Joel. Well, unfortunately, that you probably could get away with because I wouldn't have the money to sue you, and it would be long and involved because I don't actually have a trademark on Flights with Joel. But don't tell anybody that. Someone did become Flights with Joe. There's a Flights with Joe on the Twitch, and there's another thing. Anyway. You pretty much could do that. I don't know how much it would be worth. It's worth a bit more when you replace Crispin Glover and say, we're not going to pay you, which probably would have been at least $50,000 that they would have had to pay him at the very least. Being what am I trying to say? A co-starring role in a second movie to bring him back again. It's kind of a shocker, and the person that they used, I doubt they paid him much at all. He's a double wide Joe now. Oh, he's double wide Joe. Oh, he changed his name Endgame. So he does the truck sim. A lot of people changed over to truck sim. Even the Two-Tone Murphy does at least once a week does the truck sim. Oh, now let me see if I can figure this out. Can I make this turn when I'm flying? Can I just go like that? And will it turn? No, I think that's just for the hover. I think that is just for the hover because I need to turn a little bit to stay on my flight plan.
Plus, Chopper Dave.
Bocelli is coming in with a Dave. Hello! Chopper Dave. Well, rumor has it, the Holy Guacamole Jolie Hokey Pokey in Albuquerque meat is sold out. But how did you know? How did you know? I thought that was a whole secret thing. Sky Command, welcome in. Hello. Hello to you, sir. What is happening on this little Sunday? Do you mind? You're a diehard. I assume you mean fan. You're a diehard stan, man. Hey, you're not that far away. Maybe you could come up and help us finish staining our fence. Just down the road there. Down the road a piece. All right, set that autopilot again and see what happens. See what happens now. How we do it now? check my other cameras. Let's see if I can do this today. Yep, they work. They do have other cameras. It's tricky to get to these cameras these days, but they exist. They are there. The sun's starting to set again. I love that I'm in the Cape Cod special, flying in the Amazon. It's all fixed up.
Give me some coffee.
Cold weather. Give me some coffee, Black. Yes. Yes, I didn't quite hear that over my babbling, but yes, absolutely. Cough filter. That wasn't a cough filter. There we go. There it is. Holy guacamole. Jolie schmoly. Okay, let's try some more. Oh, you know, so many aircraft do this now. They put this camera so that it's inside. Maybe it's something to do with 2024. Oh, that's a good one. That's a nice one. Very, very nice. $145 is my ground speed. We're almost halfway.
You know that new sound you're looking for? Well, listen to this.
What is that from? Let me see. Click. Oh, what the? What? Oh my gosh. Now it's really doing spastic things on me. It is really doing spastic things on me. Go back into. Okay. Interesting. That was interesting. Now that I know was Back to the Future 1. That I know. That was Back to the Future, the first one. But they added a noise at the end. Who was talking? I think Neil deGrasse Tyson did a bit on his podcast about the timeline loop that created that happening, that particular scene. It was, I can't explain it. I can't go, I don't have, but he did this whole quantum physics explanation of what a quagmire that would create if such a thing were possible, put you in a loop of some sort. Some weird thing like that. Oh, I see. I jumped back out here. I don't know how, and I don't know why. Okay. Alrighty. Then we have the S-76 over here still. Anyone just popping in, having a look. I am in the MH-60. Now I forget which one. Romeo or Tango? It's Tango. And over here is the S-76 C++. There it is. That one's got the gear up. Oh, I just realized Red Heron did oil rigs, like his last flight on Wednesday. He did an oil rigs flight. I can't be flying to oil rigs in the North Sea on Tuesday. Somebody just did that. He did it in the very North Sea. North Pacific. Or no, is that the Arctic Ocean? Those oil rigs are? Is that the Arctic? Right, it's Alaska. But where's the Arctic Ocean start? I think it's, well, that's where the all the whales go up there in the winter, which is crazy, and then they go to Hawaii and South America in the summer. Hawaii and South America in the winter. It's crazy whales. There was blue whales spotted kind of near me a few days ago, about a week ago. Oh, now you're in the medical version. Now you've got the Medivac. I've put in different interiors, and it doesn't really even change that much. Let me try out a few things. Whilst I'm here, go here, and I think it's in the config. Oh, go hit that to get back to this. And cabin. It's in the cabin. Oh, there's only two. So what does that look like? See, I don't really see any difference. Oh, this has one less crew member, and there's more room back here. And then we switch back to what I was on. I was on this one then. Go back here, and this is got a crew member. It's got it's got a rescue hoist. I think the difference is the rescue hoist configuration here is the main difference. And the rescue bucket. Hello, that chopper sure is purty. Yeah, it is pretty. We've definitely established that. It may have some iffy flight dynamics, but it is nice. It is very, very, very nice. Yeah, that's the only difference I see. Let me press that again. Or is that where I am already? Nope, that's mainly the difference, the hoist. Other thing I couldn't figure out is how to open that door back there. That one. How to open the door in the back. So go to cabin, and that puts me back here, and go to door. And I want the right, is that the hook door? Right, I want the left door. Co-pilot hide. Oh, I see, that's what I did earlier. That didn't work. That did not work. Nope, he's just gonna be there. Pilot hide, don't touch that. Rear hook. These are the front doors. And that door is X'd out now. Okay, did that door just get taken? What happened? Wait a minute. That door just got lost. When I hit co-pilot hide, it took my door off. I hit co-pilot hide and it took the door off. Okay, so put the door back on. Okay, what the? Oh, that's off. Okay. So hook door is open. Well, there's the hook. It seems like the hook door and the, oh no, the hook door is back here, isn't it? It's probably there. Yes, there. There's your hook door. This is what I'm missing. That's the hook door for the main, like that hook. Okay, now I get it. So we can close that, and you can't open the left rear door. The left door doesn't open. This one over here, doesn't open. So that, I know that's where I was at. See, the cabin door is now X'd out. Why is it X'd out? See that? I hit cabin door and it won't let me have it back. I cannot have it back. It's not. It doesn't like me. Try again. Yeah. Pilot door. If I open, well, let me try that, and then it'll tell me you can't. It opens the door. In flight. Oh my gosh, so I can dump my friend's ashes out. Except it wouldn't stay open because you have 150 knot wind. 150 plus knot wind, that door is not going to open. What is going on? I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I'm coming into my airport in just a moment. Let me release the autopilot. There's my caution. Steer back over towards the airport. That's very strange. I can't get this guy back. What if I cycle it? I'll cycle the doors. Oh, is it because of the cabin that I put in? I think so. That's weird. I figured out some secret that takes off your co-pilot door. It takes it off completely. I don't know what I did. I have no clue what I did. Very strange. Very strange. Coming in for the last landing for the day. We'll be back here Sunday for another Amazon cruise. On Tuesday, I will be doing helicopters somewhere. Thursdays, I still will not be here this Thursday. And I still have a busy schedule outside of streaming. Part of that is the podcast. Were You Still Talking? Which no one's ever heard of, even though I mention it constantly. Who was it? Sky Command didn't know I had a podcast. He didn't know I had a podcast at all. The Ice Viking is going to be on the pod. Oh, did my stream actually freeze, or is that just that's false? False information. Things are slow on the computer again. I don't know about this computer. It just slowed down again. I was just going to go back to where I started for the day. Let's go back to my beginning. With the Amazon sound. Sounds of the rainforest. Is that the airport way up there? Can I see it? I already see the airport? Oh no, it's closer than that. It's closer than that. Fix that. There we go. There we go. All good. All good. Not allowed to have a life outside streaming. I swear, I feel like some streamers do not, and I don't. But they do. But they seem like they don't. But they. I went many years without doing a lot of things outside streaming, and now I've got a few things going. Just a few things. Summertime things. Get it done stuff. Long list. Long list of stuff. Now, there's supposed to be an airport just out here. There's reportedly an airport just out here. Oh, we haven't tried a hammerhead. I'll bet you money it doesn't do a hammerhead very good either. Oh, maybe that is the airport. It's still a ways out. Thought it was closer, as I usually do. Has anyone tried that hammerhead? Cody must have. You must have tried a hammerhead in this. And also, did you do a hammerhead in the real simulator? Oh, that is our airport. It is way out there. I think. That's it. Now you can see the bugs again as it gets darker. Actually, it's just dirt. It's not even bugs. Get ready, the airport is only 5,874 feet. It's at a height of 75 feet. Get ready, folks. That's pretty tight for these little helicopters. That is pretty quick, pretty tight squeeze. There it is. It's not what I thought it was. There's lights way off in the distance that I thought were the airport. They are not. They are not that. All right, if somebody is watching who hasn't dropped a follow, then you should follow for the hammerhead. Follow for the hammerhead. Whether I pull it off or not is another story. It's not my fault if it doesn't work. Not my fault. Dollars to donuts is not going to work. Okay, full right pedal. No, it might work. Here we go. Ah, no, it not quite. I mean, sort of. Sort of. Definitely acting funny. All right. One more, and then we will. Oh my
Too low.
God.
Terrain.
Yeah, really? You think?
Pull up, pull up.
Okay. Pull it. We'll go to the left this time. Straight up. And left. Lots of red on the dash. Oh, that went better. Collective down. Uh-oh, too far down, too far down. No, no.
Go right, go right.
These guys in the back are scared. These kids in the back are scared. Nobody sees one bit's too low terrain. Oh, that wasn't a helicopter. I thought that was a
20
helicopter.
feet.
There we
20
go.
feet. 5 feet.
That's hilarious. Very nice.
5 feet.
Very nice. Look at that. Look at that landing after those hammerheads. Okay, we're one airport early, but we must, some of us must go. Some of us must go on. I'm gonna go here. Oh, he's shutting down. Okay, I'm gonna stay here. Actually, I can shut this down in a jiffy because all you really need to do, I mean, there's many more buttons, of course, but I can just put these two, just do like that. It's gonna shut down in no time. Turn that off. Turn these off here. Windshield washer is off. These. Turn those off. Come on. Battery can stay on for a moment as it shuts down. And the lights are going to stay on until the battery goes off. We can turn this off. Not use that anymore. You can set the parking brake, even though we're in the middle of nowhere. And this says crew change or end of operation. For crew change, insert new data card and press enter to load. It's end of operation. It kicked me out again. It kicks me right back out. That is the last time I'm going to allow it to do that. That's it, man. You just kicked me out once again. That's all I'm doing. Okay, folks. Oh no, you just had a CTD. Oh, bummer. Bummer. Okay, what was I going to say? Oh, thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back on Tuesday. I will be in the S76C that you just saw Red Heron flying today, and we will go out on my screen as Red Heron is busy. Now, what screen is that? What? What is that? Oh, that's, I see. That's that. We'll go back like that. We'll just go like that. It is shutting down. Boy, it's slow. Tom is over there without a helicopter because I'm too far away, I guess. Yeah, no worries. Not your fault. I can make an ending scene. I can do it. Just watch. Well, except for the wrong helicopters. I will. Oh, the sun's back there. Oh, the sun. Where's the sun? The sun's gone already. I'll do me best. Okay. Something like this. Something like, oh, something like this. And we will see you. Oh, and then kill the camera. Kill that. And we will see you all Tuesday. And as soon as I go to the ending screen, I have to do... Is this Sikorsky MH-60R Seahawk version? The buy, Joel? You should look for more information. I'm just going to put it that. I'm not going to give it a buy because of the flight dynamics. It is very... If you're a big fan of the Sikorsky MH-60, it's a buy. If you're just kind of... I want another helicopter of a hangar. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I can't give it. It's not like the 500 OH. It's not like the OH-6A 500C, which is an absolute. Why would you pass that up? It's not like that. But it's definitely got some cool features. I could go on all day and still not say anything important. But it's not like a slam dunk. It's got some of the same problems as the CH-47 had for me. I probably will fly it again. Look at the detail on it. Just look at that. Okay, we'll see you Tuesday. And I'll probably have something that is a buy. Say hello to the next streamer.